Hey there, this is Dave from The Greg and Dave Show. Thank you for listening to the following broadcast here on Public House Media.
Do you need some extra motivation in your life? Are you looking to be inspired? If so, then look no further than the Good God Company.
At the Good God Company, their mission is to create and clothe all loving humans with their unique, inspiring, and beautifully designed t-shirts.
All of the products from the Good God Company are equally designed to motivate you and improve your life. From their mugs, workout tanks, to eye-appealing shirts and sweatshirts.
Learn more about their renowned products by visiting thegoodgodcompany.com. That's thegoodgodcompany.com.
The Good God Company is proud to support Public House Media. The Good God Company. I'm feeling good.
Hi friends, this is Jeffrey Childs, host of The Cheap Seats, right here on Public House Media. I want to thank you for listening to this following broadcast on Public House Media. And once you're done listening to this episode, I hope you'll come check out my show, The Cheap Seats, hosted with Max Wolpoff. We'll talk about the craziest stories in sports, our insight, fresh perspective that you can't get anywhere else. A new show comes out weekly, each Wednesday morning at 9 a.m. Eastern Time. Don't forget, subscribe on iTunes so that you never miss an episode of The Cheap Seats. You might be in the nosebleed section, but this is one of the best perspectives in the wide world of sports. Thank you again for checking out the following broadcast on Public House Media.
Good morning. Are you looking for a successful life? Are you looking for a way, an opportunity to find something new in your day? Good morning, my name is Kim Meyer. Welcome to Public House Media. I am so glad that you're here, and most importantly, welcome to Choose to Rise. Today is all about living a successful life, all about looking for and searching for healthy habits that are going to help you be way more successful, and not just about like material things and things like that, but I want to help you develop healthy habits today that are going to help you in the long run in all areas of your life. So lately, I just want to use a major shout out to my friends, my family, my supporters of Choose to Rise. I'm just so humbled by the support and the listenership and the downloads and everything that has come from this, and super blessed to have amazing sponsors like the Good God Company and now Podbean and everybody else that is super supportive and listens every week. So I want to make sure that I came live to you this morning. Good morning. So glad you're jumping on. So I want to make sure I come live to you on this beautiful Memorial Day weekend and delivered good value to you. So today we're going to be talking about 12 habits of successful life habits that are going to help you be your best in everything you do. So good morning. So glad you're joining. All right. So lately I've been thinking about success. And why? Well, I have a really big thing coming up in my life. I am transitioning from my career job, a job that I've spent lots of time, energy, degrees, and getting into in education, and I'm switching over to full-time lifestyle coaching. And so these 12 habits are something that I have been practicing myself. They're things that I have found in everything that I do with personal development and all preparations for this podcast and everything else, and living life to my fullest. There are 12 habits that I feel like not only are helpful for anyone that's, changing careers, but also just wanting to live their best life. And that's what we do here at Choose to Rise. We help people rise from their current situation and live their best life with hope and purpose. And so these 12 habits hopefully help you, pin down some of those things that you're looking for to do. Self-improvement is all about habits. It's all about changing what you're currently doing to create a new reality for yourself. And so I really want to make sure today that you are able to walk away with something, knowing that you can change your direction of your faith, change the direction of your life, change the direction of where you want to go in just a simple decision. And so today let's talk about some habits that are going to help you be your best. A lot of people think that being successful means like you have, a big CEO title, like you're, when you look at successful articles or you read about successful people, it's usually about people like Mark Zuckerberg or Elon Musk or Steve Jobs or, like big names of people. And then people often disconnect because they're like, I can't be a Steve Jobs. I'm not a major visionary like that. I don't have money or material things like Mark Zuckerberg or, like they think about like the high level things. And what today I really want to talk about are the things that are the habits of being successful in your life. And not successful in a career. Well, it will probably relate to that as well. But success also in our society usually means material things like a big house, expensive cars, a beautiful spouse, being rich, basically, like rich money-wise. And I want to make sure that you really understand that success does not have to be material things. Success can definitely be your feelings and your relationships and your, you can have your own definition of success and be there. You don't have to worry about what others in your life think or what their definition of success is or what they think you should be doing. Really, success is about what you want to have happen in your life and how you feel fulfilled and what God's purpose is for you. And so having said that, this whole episode is going to be about habits that are going to improve all areas of your life and are going to help you reach success wherever you think success is in your life, wherever your definition of it is, and however you want to achieve it. So number one, the first thing that you can do, a good healthy habit for success, is tracking progress. Keeping track of your progress is key to knowing if you're moving forward towards your goals or not. So wherever it is, whatever your goals are, however you're defining success, having some criteria that you can track and that you can monitor and you can make decisions differently based on are the things that are going to help you reach those goals, help you be successful. So the best way to efficiently move towards a goal is to track it daily or weekly or monthly or yearly if it's a really big goal, and review those things that you achieved over time. And in my business as a coach, I track things weekly. I have what's called a Woohoo Wednesday, and we run a report in our back office. We celebrate those people that are moving their businesses forward. We move forward in a way. I track a lot of things throughout the week, and I track things across the month, and I do all those kinds of things because I know that the things that you track are the things that you can attack, and the things that you want to do well at are the things that you're keeping your focus and your energy on. Where your focus goes, your energy flows. And so if you're focusing on the wrong things in your life, those are going to be the things that are going to naturally get bigger, or those things naturally that happen more so. And so if you want the right things to happen in your life, you want certain things to achieve or certain things to grow or certain things to be, those are the things you got to focus on, and those are the things you track, and those are the things that you really use the information to move forward in a positive way. And so I love this quote by Lawrence Peter. It says, "Success is steady progress towards one's personal goals," and that's his definition of success. And so success is steady progress towards one's personal goals, and you don't know if you're moving forward towards those goals unless you're tracking it, unless you're paying attention to the milestones along the way and reaching small goals as well as big ones. Okay, so the next one is learn from mistakes. Are you learning from your mistakes, or are you just taking the mistakes and making them over and over again? It's so important to learn from your mistakes. So if you're trying to do new things, anything new, even if you're doing your absolute best and you're still falling short with it, it may still end up being a mistake, and that's okay. Even more, the first time you do something wrong, you're gonna have to just a single try. I always tell my kids every single day, when we get out from school, we get there, when I struggle, I just keep trying, because when I fail is when I learn, right? You learn from your mistakes. You learn, a mistake is not necessarily a failure. It's something that you can learn from in order to not do that same thing next time. So, the definition of crazy is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting different results. If you're not getting the results you want because you're tracking your progress and you know you're not getting the results you want, you have to make a change. You have to look at those mistakes and say, okay, I've learned from that. I know that's not how I'm supposed to do it now, and I go something different. So don't let mistakes end your creative process. Don't let mistakes embrace them. Don't let mistakes hold you back. Embrace them, and you use them to teach yourself something. Use them to teach other people. If you're bringing a team on, help them know what your mistakes were so that they don't have to make them as well. Number 3, spend more time with the right people. Spend more time with the right people. Value your time and spend time with the right people. I don't know where I originally heard this, but I know I've heard it a long time ago, and I've hung onto it, and I've shared it with you multiple times. You are the average of the 5 people you spend your most time with. So when you who are you spending your time with, right? Who are you spending your time with? Is it the right people? Is it the people that add value to your life? Are they people that are cheering you on, wanting to achieve your goals? Why are they in your life? Are they holding you back? Are they keeping you moving? Are they celebrating with you, or are they putting doubt into your world? Who are you spending time with? You are the average of the 5 people you spend your most time with. So look around. Are the 5 people you spend your most time with either physically, whether it's actual right next to them, spending time with them? Are you picking up a good book and you surrounding yourself with those kinds of mentors? Are you with a group of people that you maybe meet with virtually, like I do online? Who your time is spent with are the people that you're going to become. So give yourself a gut check here. Who are you spending your time with? Are you with the right people in your life? This quote here by Steve Jobs, love it. It says, "Don't let the noise of other people's opinions drown out your inner voice." If you have something that you're going for and you have people around you that are trying to drown out that inner voice because they have their own opinions, they have their own self-worth and their own idea of what success should look like, don't let them drown you out. Be you. God created you for a purpose. He created you here for a reason. He made all of us unique on purpose, and He wants all of us to live the life that He's designed for us, and that we can go live our own future forward because we have that voice inside of us that tells us to go do something. The next one is write down your goals. Write down your goals. I do this every single morning. It's super, super powerful. The more likely you are to achieve your goals and dreams if you write them down. And they often say a goal with words is just a wish, but you write it down and you create a positive affirmation around it. You create criteria that are going to help you create those goals. You start communicating those goals. Now you're communicating those goals with every cell of your body once you're writing them down. This opens up a new dimension of consciousness, and now you have all kinds of amazing opportunities at your fingertips, where previously you were just thinking about them. Now you've put them down on paper. Now you start thinking about them more. Now you're going to start communicating about them. And as you keep going through there, you're going to it's just going to keep going, and you're going to manifest the goals and the dreams that you want to achieve. So this quote by Michael Korda says, "Don't just think it, ink it." Right? Put it into paper, put it in words. And I write down goals every single day. I've got them written in I am statements. I've written them just in like straight up statements. I've written them in thank you statements, as in I'm grateful for, already every single day. And a lot of them are the same. If you're on the podcast version, you're not seeing me flim through this, but it's just a regular notebook, and I happen to pick one that has a really cool quote on it. And I got this particular journal from a great friend. It says "Making Things Happen" on the front, and it's just literally every day I put the date at the top and I write down the day's goals. And a lot of times they're repeats from the previous days, but they're just things that are on my heart, out of my mind, and things that I want to achieve. And some of them are really big goals, and some of them are simple things. But what you focus on is where your energy goes, and so that's what I'm doing. I'm putting my energy and my thought process and all those things into the goals that I want to achieve in my life, what my definition of success is, and we'll go forward and we'll achieve them. And there's so many amazing things that come from doing something like that. All right. So have a vision is the next habit of successful people. It is so key. If you don't have a vision, how to know where you want to go? How do you know what your goals are? How do you know what you want to achieve in life? You have to have a vision, and a vision board will help you practice visualization. Visualization is a mind exercise in which you see yourself succeeding. It's a vision board is a place where you record lots of great information, the goals that you want to achieve. Maybe you put them in monetary position. This is one that I've done that was a couple of years ago. And so sometimes I put them all in words like this. Sometimes I put them in star format. Like this year, mine has stars all over it. I'm not exactly sure where it is right now, but it's usually hanging up on my wall. Anyway, being able to picture yourself and have a vision for what you want to do, and a vision of words, a vision of story, of exactly the path that you want to take in order to get someplace. Or if it's visualization, the practice of where you're sitting and you're closing your eyes and you're physically watching yourself do what you want to do. Athletes do this all the time. It's something that you can vision yourself doing it, your body feels like it's already happened, and then it becomes more of your reality, and it becomes easier to do because it's not a new change or a scary thing to do. It's something that you have accomplished and that you can do again. And so, this quote by Lawrence J. Peter says, if you don't know where you're going, you'll probably end up somewhere else. And so if you want to get to a certain place, you have to visualize yourself getting there. You have to have a vision of how you're going to get there, what you're going to do when you get there, like writing a SMART goal, having people around you that know your vision and then where you're going with it are so powerful. The next one is accept responsibilities. We all make mistakes. Accepting your responsibility is the first step to learning from it and solving it. Accepting your mistakes is a sign of trust. It's a sign of respect. It's a sign of strength. And everything good about making mistakes comes from owning the responsibility that maybe you made one. And like we talked about earlier, mistakes are not a bad thing. Mistakes help you learn. And so why not own up to them? It's also a sign of vulnerability, and if you're not perfect, you're human. That's a good thing, right? And if the more vulnerable you are, the more opportunity you are to have that vulnerability in your life is where you're really going to grow a lot more when you're able to accept responsibility and own the fact that maybe you made a mistake and keep moving forward with it. So the next one is keep learning. Keep learning. No matter how smart you are, no matter what your ACT score is, no matter what you have accomplished in your life academically, you can always, always, always learn more. As an educator myself, we always say lifelong learners. We want kids to be lifelong learners. We want adults to be lifelong learners. You will reach more success in your life by continuing to learn. The first step in the learning process is accepting that you don't know something already, or that you need to learn more information about it, that we're not experts. And that was part of that other one, is about being vulnerable, knowing that you don't know everything yet. So nowadays it's super easy to learn anything. You can just Google it, you can find it on the internet, you can pick up a book, you can pick up a movie, but always be learning something. If you don't know something, ask. If you don't know something, look it up. Always be learning. I have a myriad of books here. I listen to lots of books online. I listen to great podcasts. I'm always searching for an answer. And if I don't know the answer, I'm very quick to say, hey, I don't know. Let's look that up. Always continue to learn. And I love learning something new every single day. And doing and just being. And that kind of goes right along with this other habit of read every day. It's a great way to learn anything. You can read books about any sort of topic. You can learn something new from a new book, or if you don't notice, you can learn so much from other people's stories. You can learn from their mistakes so you don't make them yourself. You can find success. They can show you a way to a success. Like success leaves clues is a quote that we throw around on our team a lot, and it's so true. Like, if they're having success, analyze what it is that they've done to get there, and maybe it'll work for you too. I think it's super inspiring to read about other people's experiences and their success and how you move forward in a positive way with that. And great leaders read every single day. And so there's a quote, Unknown, a very popular writer, Unknown. And the quote is, "The world belongs to those who read. The world belongs to those who are learning." If you are looking for a way to expand your mind, find new success, write new goals, make sure you're learning, make sure you're reading, make sure you're expanding things out there, and then talk about those new ideas. That's the next habit. Talk about. It's great to commit your ideas to sharing them. It's a great way to be accountable to things. When you share an idea, that two things could happen. People love it, and it's a great idea, and you're going to have tons of support. Or the second thing that could happen is people don't like it. And in case that's the thing that happens to you, you have to be strong in your conviction. You have to be able to demonstrate it and that you can do it and stay convicted to what it is that you want to achieve. And so, share your ideas with the right people. Remember that those 5 people that you're most like, the 5 people that you want to be like, share your ideas with them and the people that are going to build you up and encourage you and get going. Maybe you start a discussion thread with people on Messenger. Maybe you find a community of people online that are just like you, that want to support you and do what you're doing. It's going to get to the point where you're going to have that vision. You're going to have an idea, a process of getting there, and you're going to need to be able to go forward and do things sometimes on your own, because there's going to be some people around you that aren't going to support you. But if you know it in your heart that that's what success looks like and that's where you want to go do it. Don't be afraid to step out and do things. Leonard Nimoy says, the more we share, the more we have. And so the more you can really go out there and do great things, it's because you're going to be able to, you share more information and we learn from each other. So go forward and do that. Well, the last one that I have for you this morning is know your priorities. Identify your priorities and tasks and to be done and to reach your goals. Delegate them if you need to, but focus on your priorities. Know that your priorities means that sometimes, lots of times, you're going to need to say no to things, some inefficient tasks, some things that aren't necessarily going to be the best use of your time. But sometimes, a while ago, we've been talking about productivity and we've been doing things like that. And so, doing some research, knowing that being systematic and knowing that being discerning what is absolutely essential for you to do in that day. I often write a to-do list for the week. I meet with my success partner. We talk about all the things that we want to accomplish in the week. We write down a to-do list. And then every day I try to check off one or two of those things so that by the end of the week, I've got those things accomplished. And so maybe that's something you do, but knowing your priorities and doing the things that are going to help you do the things that are best for you are in order to achieve your goals. That's where we don't waste time. That's where we are able to move forward in a way that's going to help us get to our goals faster. The last one, I guess I had one more. Last one is invest in your health. The first step of a successful life really is investing in your health. You can't accomplish anything else in your life if you don't have your health. Your energy level, your fuel, is affected by your lifestyle, your food, your sleep, your fitness, everything, even your attitude is affected by how well you take care of yourself. So invest some time and probably a little bit of money in your health. Eat healthy, work out every, at least 30 minutes a day, get your heart rate up, sleep well, fuel your mind with good things like that reading thing we talked about earlier. We have 4 essential habits that as a coach, making sure that we're a product of the product, being healthy, being pushing play on a great workout, making sure that we're taking care of ourselves that way, fueling ourselves with good nutrition, investing in personal development, and in increasing our mindset, learning every day, and then getting in your sleep, getting in your healthy lifestyle, knowing that you are shouting other people out, making sure you're being your very best every single day. Those are things that are going to help take you much farther in life than any degree that you have or any amount of money that you have. Because if you have a positive attitude and you have positive attitude can move mountains. So if you have a prospering attitude, if you have positivity in your day, you're going to be able to go forward and tackle failure and just live life the best. So if your attitude is what will make what you want to improve your productivity, your eat healthy, to learn more, to work out. Meditation is also a great way to achieve your proper attitude. It can help you increase your focus, reduce your stress, prevent health diseases. It can also help you just relax and calm. And so, even the Dalai Lama says, like, a disciplined mind leads to happiness, and an undisciplined mind leads to suffering. Right? So how can you focus yourself and go forward in that way? And then be consistent with things. Health was the first step, but consistency is the key to successful life. So I love consistency. I have calendars that I plot out that have all the details of my week or my day, and being consistent. I'm with you here every Monday, Wednesday, Friday. And I try to make accommodations when I can't do there, but consistency is key. 3 shows a week is something that I have to stick to because you're depending on me, and other people around you in your life are depending on you when you start routines and you start doing things in a good way. So find a routine that suits your life, include tasks that are going to help you reach the goals that you've identified, and do them day in and day out. Create a habit of doing so, and you can achieve anything in your life when you do that. So the key to keep going is to just keep going. It is to have that consistent routine. It is to have a healthy lifestyle. It is to, invest in who you want to be, knowing what your priorities are, talking about your ideas, reading every day, learning every day, accepting responsibility for the things that go wrong, and also go right. Have a vision of where you want to go. Write down those goals. Spend more time with the right people in your life and learn from your mistakes. Tracking your progress is so important, and those are going to be the things that are going to help you have a super successful life. So thank you so much for joining me. I know this one was a little bit longer than typical, but I had all 12 of them that I wanted wanted to get out to you today and really help you be your absolute best. So again, thanks so much for joining me here on Public House Media. I hope that you head to iTunes and give us a rating for Choose to Rise, and that you come back here again. And if you like this episode, I would ask you to do two things for me, if you would be so kind, is to, one, share this on your social media, whether you take a screenshot of it and put it on your social media, or you actually share this video out on your, just share it to your page, or tell a friend about it, tag somebody below this that you feel like needs to have a little information here. Sharing is caring, right? And so if you can share this out, that would be fantastic. And the second thing is if you would go to iTunes or somewhere else and give a rating. That would help more people see it, just tell more people about Choose to Rise and come back again. That is a big thing here, and I'm super proud and super humbled that you are taking the time to listen and that you listen every week. So thanks again for joining me here on Choose to Rise. Make sure you go check out The Good God Company, one of our sponsors. They have amazing products where they help other people live out their life well, with hope and prosperity by having great designs and spiritual messages that go on their products, whether it's cups or bags or shirts or whatever. Head to the Good God Company and check them out there on either Facebook or Google. And I look forward to getting my gear soon. I know I've been saying that for a while. They're from across the pond, and it's taking a little while to get here. So I will be sporting my Good God Company stuff very soon. But the other thing that is really awesome is that the Podbean is now hosting and promoting our show. And so I want to give a major shout out to them because they came to us, and I'm super, super honored to be a part of their network, and that more people can find Choose to Rise and be uplifted to move from where they're currently struggling to living life with hope and purpose. So thanks so much for joining me today. I hope you enjoy your Monday, and if you're listening to podcasts on Wednesday, thanks so much for joining me, and I will see you all again very soon.